What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Trading Crypto live stream. How's everyone doing today? Pretty crazy retracement we've had. Pretty crazy retracements we've had today, especially on the AI side of things. So how does everything sound? 1 2 1 2. Music sounds good, not too loud. I'm coming through clear. And of course, we'll always start with Bitcoin. So just looking at Bitcoin right now, I just want to point something out on the GMMA oscillator right here. This thing has never been wrong calling a bottom so far. And you can see last bottom, the 2015, we did have that crossover from red to green right there, which started the bull run. And the bull run top was in January 2008 or December 2017, 18. We had that crossover, which initiated that bearish downtrend here. And then we had the bullish crossover in the GMA, which caused the bull run. And you can see we actually just crossed back over green right now, and this has never been wrong at calling a bottom so far. So if we blow it up, you can see we did just cross over green here, and each one of these, every time it crossed over, that was the start of a bull run. So that's just something interesting I wanted to point out to you guys about the GMMA oscillator. Hasn't been wrong yet, so let's something to take into consideration. You can see the MACD, we are on the 14-day chart. The MACD is running bullish, RSI is tailing back up, and MACD does look like we have some sort of bottom here, or not MACD, the WTX does look like we have some sort of bottom here, and we're working our way back up as well. You can see this, the general downtrend of the bear market. We have the breakout period right here. We have the breakout period, what was that, right here on the candle. And then the current one right here, we're going to zoom in really close and take a look at this real quick. And if we follow this downtrend that we were in, you can see it is officially broken. We have officially broken this downtrend. And every time we've broken it, we've had these decent sized rallies back to the upside, at least to the halving of BTC. So is the bottom in? And there's a lot of indicators showing that the bottom is in. And I know I've been calling 14K, 12K, but you know what? I could possibly be wrong. There's a lot of people calling that 14 to 12K drop, and they could be wrong as well. This indicator is showing that the bottom's in. The WTX, if we go to the WTX indicator on, I believe it's the week chart, or is it the month chart? I can't remember. One of them had the indicator that it was just like the GMX, printing the green signal every time we were at the bottom. You can see on the month chart, we're actually starting to roll over and possibly cross over bearish on the MACD as well. So that's something to take into consideration. Every time we've entered into this overbought territory on the RSI, on this month's chart of BTC, that was the top of the bull run. You can see we really haven't cascaded downwards on the RSI in the bear market like we did in the past. So you can see the normal bottom in the bear market. If I blow this up for you guys real quick on the RSI, and we just draw a horizontal line here, right, real quick. You see this is the normal bottom of a bear market. Each one of these bottoms on the RSI was the bottom. We actually went much lower than that right now, and people still think that we're going to be going lower on BTC, but it's starting to look like those low ball BTCs at 14K. Please turn on the music. Sounds like you're in a club. Let me know how this sounds. How's that sound? Let me know. So RSI, as you can see, this was normally the bottom of BTC. We did break below that back in June. That's where we got a lot of the other bottom indicators that flashed, and we went much lower, all the way down to 42. We recently overtook that resistance area of the 45 on BTC and the RSI as well. So that's another indicator that I wanted to point out that the bottom's possibly in. And if we go to BTC futures, I think it's good. Yeah, I'm using a different music software this time, so I can get some more copyright-free music on the live stream. So if we go to the BTC futures real quick, on the month time frame, or actually we can probably go to the 14-day time frame here. I just wanted to point something out to you guys. This is Mr. Andy Walk's hypothesis. You can currently see we have the Elliott wave theory. If we go from, I'll actually clear this up a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. So if we draw a fib from the bull market high of 2017 to the bottom of 2018, from right there, you can see the golden ratio is at the 1618 where we topped out at BTC in 2021. So using that as an example of top to bottom, if we draw another fib from top to bottom, from the previous top, and saying that this is the bottom here, November, December 2022, it's saying the golden ratio is up here at $161,000. So now that we have the golden ratio drawn, we're able to draw a parallel channel. You can see that BTC is within this parallel channel right here. And then if you draw the Elliott wave from the bear market bottom, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that 5 is going to be hitting pretty much where the 1618 and that channel convergence is, which is around July of 2023. I know that sounds crazy. But as of right now, I haven't been able to invalidate this chart yet. As much as I'm on a 4-year cycle, I haven't been able to invalidate this chart. The only way this chart's gonna be invalidated is if we go longer than July, or if we fall down to 13.9. There, I just shut the music off since everyone's complaining about it. So yeah, so this is kind of what I'm seeing here on the BTC future charts. I strongly believe we're still in the 4-year cycle, but I haven't been able to invalidate this chart yet, and that's calling 161k BTC in July. I know that sounds absolutely crazy. And last, before we start getting into some TA, we're gonna go into the DXY. I want to show you guys something on the DXY real quick. So the DXY, if we zoom out and look on the 1-week chart, yeah, I didn't say we're going to 160. I said the TA shows that 161k is definitely possible according to the Elliott wave theory. So you can see right here on the DXY, if we did this, if we did the time cycle, every one of these bullish impulse moves actually lines up with the bottom of some sort of cycle. You can see we had the bottom right here in 2008. That was a bullish impulse. We had the bullish impulse right here, August 11th. We had the bullish impulse here, November 14th. We had bullish impulse here, April 2018, etc., etc. We had the start of the bull run, March 2021. And since these time cycles are playing out so accurately, if we did put the next time cycle in, that would be in the end of July of 2024. Remember the DXY, when the DXY goes down, BTC pumps. And if we just follow this DXY cycle down, you can see at golden pocket at the 1618 is sitting right there around 85. So if that's the play right there, then it's saying that the DXY most likely will be dropping until you know, July of 2024. And if they start printing a whole bunch of money, that is going to be the case as well, is the DXY will start dropping. So that's that. So we can finally start getting into some altcoins. So first altcoin I want to look at, of course, is Quant. It's possible, highly improbable, BTC needs to retrace the 1618 level before we can think about 160. I don't think it technically does. Let me see. Retrace to the 1618 level. The 1618 level is right here at 36,000. So we're going to jump into some other charts here real quick. First off, we're going to look at his Quant. So there's my Hopium chart for Quant that I had drawn for the Discord channel, but we'll go on that smaller time frame and get into some TAs here. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, clear all this up, go to auto real quick. Okay, so here we are in quant right now. You can see we still are at that 138 level. If we toss on the volume profile here and we toss on the support dynamic, you can see the main price volume for quant right now is sitting at approximately $143. We are starting to descend. We are below that main price volume area. We have tested it as resistance, which we got rejected, and we're currently at the main support at $135. We recently did get a buy signal on the WTX right here on February 6th, while the RSI is still pretty low. If we just blow up this MACD real quick, you can see we're starting to have this bearish rollover. We haven't crossed over bearish yet, but we're just gonna have to keep a close eye on that. So if we draw the fibs here from the top to the bottom, I always have to adjust these. You can see that the 618 is sitting right on top of the main support area, so it's acting as a double support right now for BTC. That's why we're testing this so much without falling through it. If we just draw this line right here, you can see we are on a downtrend and we're getting squeezed up against this double support at the 618. So inevitably we're gonna have to decide which way we're gonna go, because we're not just gonna continue consolidating sideways forever. Either we're to be getting rejected off this downtrend and capitulating down to the 382 area at around $120, or we're gonna be breaking above that and working our way up to the $149 area. If everything continues to play out that the way that it's playing out and BTC continues to retrace and everyone's FOMOing back in and finding out that BTC's retracing and pulling their money back out, I'm kind of expecting that drop down to around $121 quant. You can see the price volume area kind of drops off pretty heavily right here as well. I'm actually going to clean these lines up real quick for you guys so they're not in the way. There we go. Yeah, so for quant right now, we're pretty much consolidating right here. Some people call this a bullish pennant or a bullish flag. But nonetheless, I do think we are to be heading down probably to around the 0.5 at 128 to the 382 area at around $121 for quant. So let's look through the chats real quick. Yosa C, please down the music, man. Turn that up, blah, blah, blah. What's this one? Bring on the cheap quant. VXV, please looking bearish. Feels like the AI pump is done. I think the AI pump is going to be seeing some, so it's having that retracement. I put out a lot of AI videos yesterday, and what I'm thinking is we're just seeing a slight pullback on AI. A lot of them were massively overbought. Okay. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Just trying to get all my indicators back up. I mean, for some reason my fibs are all janky. Everything's just kind of messed up here, so it's kind of a slow start, but we'll get into the groove. So I just got to fix these real quick. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so we should be all set up and ready to go now. Ready to rock and roll. Sub $100. I don't know if we're going to be getting sub $100 quant. I really hope so, but if we get below sub $100 quant, I'm still not going to pick any up. Time to toot my own horn. I picked up most of my bag right here. Sub $100 quant would be if BTC fell below. I could see it if maybe BTC fell back below that 17.5K and people started freaking out. But all the BTC TA that I did at the beginning is kind of showing that the bottom's in. I'm still not convinced that the bottom of BTC's in until we get over $25,000 BTC. Once we get over $25 BTC, not $25, $25,000 BTC, then I'll start flipping more bullish and saying that the bottom's in. I know there's a lot of indicators showing that the bottom's in, but in June when we had that big capitulation for BTC, a lot of indicators also said the bottom was in then, and of course the bottom was not. So I'm not going to be relying on that too much. But short term for quant, I'm going to be looking for that $120 quant. Call me a bear in that case. So we'll start looking through some of the chat TA requests and pull from there. So FIS is pumping. So FIS is up 8.2%, 76 cents, 114 million max, 56 million in circulation, only a $43 million market cap, all-time high of $4.70 2 years ago, all-time low is 9 months ago at 17. If you would have picked it up 9 months ago, you'd be up 324% on your investment right now. Looks like it's currently available on the following exchanges down here. What exchange is this available? Yeah, so it's on Binance. It's on Coinbase too. Okay. Yeah, this is a nice run right here. If we just look at the general indicators on the 4-hour chart, the WTX did print that sell signal. So if we were to listen to that WTX right here selling, it would have called it at 91 cents. And if we listened to that, we would have been able to catch this retracement right there. RSI was massively overbought. You can see it showing red saying, hey, it might be a good time to take profit, while the MACD did flip bearish. So if we jump over to the 1-hour chart, we can get a little bit more time frame. Right here on the 1-hour time frame, we're starting to see that retracement already happen. We're pretty low on the WTX. RSI is tailing back down, and if we blow up the MACD here, we actually did cross over bullish on the 1-hour chart. But you can kind of see this pattern that's going on with the MACD. You see how we had that large run up in the green, small run up in the red, smaller run up in the green, larger run up in the red, smaller in the green, etc., etc. So what I'm kind of seeing here is this is going to be the last little pump, and then we're going to be seeing some sort of decent sized retracement for this coin. So if we draw a fib on this, we'll most likely be able to find out where that retracement level would be. So right now we're currently getting held up by the 0.5. We did break back above the 618 area on the 1-hour chart. So we could technically go back up to the 786 here at around 83 cents. You can see we are starting to put in lower highs and lower lows. So this is a bearish trend right here. And if we just go by the trend, that 786 downtrend convergence could be the play right there, heading up to this area before we put in a lower low, which would be down here at around 58, and then back up to the 618. So as of right now, this is looking kind of bearish to me. You can see once we break below the 0.5 area right here, our price volume falls right off the table. And you can see we had that really large green candle in that negative volume area. And that's the same case on the way back down. Once you start hitting some negative volume, price volume, you move through that very, very quickly. So I would be keeping a close eye on 0.5 at around 65 cents. If you fall below 65 cents, I'm expecting a really quick flash drop down to around 50 there, because there's really no price volume holding you guys up. So 1-hour chart is looking bearish. 4-hour chart, similar situation, head up to the 786, 382, then back up to the 618. Just a little too high right now. If we go to the day chart, let's see what the day chart entails. Day chart isn't looking that bad. We're not overbought, we're not oversold, but we're starting to roll over bearish on the day chart as well. So regardless, I do think we're going to be seeing some sort of retracement here. I'm saying bearish because obviously the trend on the 1 and 3-hour charts is 1 top, 2 top, 3 top, and each one's lower. So we are obviously in a downtrend. And if that pattern continues, then I'm just playing out the pattern right here like so. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is a movement up to the 786 and then dropping down to around 59 cents. And then we'll assess the situation at a later time for FIS. So VXV, I've been wanting to get into VXV, and I've been saying that the last couple live streams, but it's just continually been going up. So VXV had a decent sized retracement today, just like all AI coins did. We're down 22.2%, 222, down below $1 again at 90 cents. The reason I liked Vector Space AI wasn't because of the AI at first, is because of this setup. The small market cap of only 34 million, the small circulating supply of only 37 million, and there's only 50 million total coins that could be put out in circulation, so they can't dilute the market by unloading billions and billions of coins. There's only 50 million coins right now, or total supply. So that's just something you have to take into consideration, and I think this coin could do very, very well in the bull run, especially with this AI catalyst behind it right now. I just think AI is going to have a slight retracement right now because we had this really, really quick run up. All-time high is 1919, top of the last bull run. We're down 95.2% from that all-time high. All-time low is 3 years ago. So VXV right now is looking like it's making a head and shoulders patterns here on the 1 hour chart. No, that's the 1 hour chart. If you look at the 4 hour chart, you really can't see that head and shoulders type pattern, but you can see we are putting in a higher low right here. If we bounce, we just can't fall below 84 cents. We fall below 84 cents, then this run up that we've had since February 1st is officially bearish, because we would be putting in a lower low. If we draw a fib from here to, I believe, here, yeah, we're hitting the 618 perfectly right here. So the 618 has to see another run. This could be the next leg up beginning right here for VXV if the 618 holds. 618 is the golden pocket, just like the 1618 is the golden ratio, or the golden fib. So just judging by the indicators right here, we did cool down quite a bit. We came back down on the WTX after getting that sell signal. If we would have listened to that sell signal on the 4 hour chart, we would have been able to sell the top on this downtrend. RSI is starting to tail back down. MACD is still bearish, but it's not really ripping bearish. If we blow this up a little, oh, that's the RSI. If we blow up the MACD real quick, you can see we are bearish, but we're not really like, I guess you can say we're kind of ripping bearish here, but I'm expecting to roll back over kind of quickly. If we go to the one day chart, just let's look at the day chart real quick. We're going to see a very, very large green candle from yesterday, several of them. And similar to the 4 hour chart, we're on the 618 area. The MACD is about ready to flip bearish though on the day chart. So we'll take that into consideration. But when there's catalysts behind a coin, such as the AI hype right now, you can stay overbought for quite a long time. So regardless of if we're about ready to flip bearish or if we're overbought, if that catalyst and that hype comes back in, we're going to be seeing the next leg up. And if we do see the next leg up for VXV, the next leg up is probably going to be that golden ratio. I'm going to be expecting, first off, the run will probably take us up to around the 1236 at around 160, back testing 140, then working our way up here. It could possibly happen towards the end of this month. It's not going to happen in a single day. Remember, each one of these candles right here is a day. So if I had to predict for VXV, either we're bouncing off the 618 here and we're working our way back up to the 1236, and this is the bottom, and we're working for a next leg up. If we break below the 618, I would put my head between my legs and run. You can see the price volume drops off dramatically right here, and that could cause a cascading effect down to around 70 cents where that price volume starts picking back up for VXV. So the two different situations, all based off the 618 right here. So that 618 fibs would be the storyteller at, what is that, 90 cents? We're actually just below that 618 here on the 4 hour chart. So that's not too good, guys. We're at 89 right now. If you think VXV is going to bounce right here at the 618 and go higher, then yeah, now would be the good time to buy. Indicators are still pretty high in my opinion. So if we do break below the 618 at 89 cents, the 618 sitting at 90 cents, but it still has 3 hours to develop. This candle does. One hour chart, very similar situation. We're hovering right on that 618 area. So yeah, that's gonna be very, very important for VXV, guys. If we fall below 84 cents, that's officially putting in a lower low. If we fall down here, we're putting in a lower low, so we don't want that to happen. 1 hour indicators are looking good though. I mean, the 1 hour indicators are looking much better. So the 1 hour indicators were pretty low on the WTX. RSI is extremely low. We're resetting the RSI, and MACD is just hovering sideways. So either we're gonna be bouncing here at the 618 or we're gonna be shit in the bed. So it's kind of a gamble right now. But if you believe in the AI pump, the AI pump's gonna be coming back in fierce, and we're aggressively overbought a lot of the AI coins we're looking at today will most likely be sitting at the 618 level. Most likely. So we'll look into FET next. So FET right now is down 18.8% at 46 cents, 1.1 billion max with 1 billion in circulation. So here we are in FET. I was talking about this channel that FET was in and how we just touched the top of it. You can see we hit the top of the FET channel, started that retracement. We're actually at the halfway point of that channel right here. Indicators on the 1 hour chart are looking really good for FET. FET is about ready to flip bullish on the MACD. You can see we're starting to roll over bullish here on the MACD, which is great. RSI is extremely low, which is also great. We reset on the RSI. And the WTX is down in the green. So FET on the 1 hour chart's looking extremely bullish for me. Judging by these fib levels right here, the fib levels from the previous ones, if I actually adjust them to where we are now, we actually wicked down to that 618. So a lot of, like I said, a lot of AI coins we're going to be looking at are going to be pretty much retraced to that 618 level. And we pretty much wicked down to that 618 right here. And we're starting to roll back up for FET. So just based on this 1 hour chart, FET might have bottomed right here and it's working on its next leg up. So possibly a good entry right here if you think AI coins would be making another leg up. We'll look at the 4 hour chart on it real quick. So 4 hour chart on it's looking pretty good too. It looks like we're about ready to roll over on the MACD. RSI is down, WTX is retracing as well. So the 618 does look like it's the possible bottom for FET, and we'd be working our way back up. But if we just look at the past on the channel, guys, we have touched the bottom and rolled over gradually. So that rolling over gradually part could be the case here, similar to back here, how we touched the top of the channel multiple times before we started rolling over. If that's what's going on with FET right here, I'd be expecting to bounce off the 618 and then slowly working our way up to around 71 to 74 cents here at the 1236 area. So FET is kind of looking pretty good. That's just kind of what I'm expecting right here. Okay, that's FET. Yeah, so FET, I think we bounced off the 618 and we're going to be working our way back up. Just remember that we are in a channel, so 618 bounced. Next stop would be the 786 at around 50. If we break over 50, then we're off to the races. So I'm going to say 50 is going to be your go point for FET right here. Bounce off FET. If we break that, then we're going to see that next leg up on these AI coins. So with that, we're going to be looking at going through these PRQ. Yeah, I definitely want to look at PRQ because I got into PRQ last week or so, and it's been doing really good. The reason I got into PRQ is because it's like the back end of AI. It could possibly be. The use cases for it are absolutely insane. So we're down 12.4% at 17.2. And another reason I like this is that market cap is stupid small at $31,000. The 10x from here is only $310 million. Max supply 310 million. Circulating supply is only 177 million. All-time high is 262 2 years ago. I think we can easily overtake that this bull run. I'm thinking $5-10. A lot of TA that I've been looking at on Twitter and stuff, people are saying we're going to, you know, 40 to 50 bucks, but that's a little too much hopium for me. I'd rather undershoot it and have it blow through that than, you know, say 50 bucks and it only goes to 10. So I can definitely see it going $5 to $10 next bull run. Let's take a look. I think I'm looking at it on Tether most of the time. Yeah, we're looking at it on Tether. So PRQ right now, we're gonna look at the 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart's looking good. I mean, we had this bounce right here at 16.2, which is most likely that 618 area. This is definitely looking like a head and shoulders pattern to me. So for PRQ right now, you can see the MACD is bullish. RSI is at a decent level. WTX is sitting at 50. So the only bad thing about a head and shoulders pattern is a head and shoulders pattern is actually bearish. So hopefully that's not the case here, but this definitely does look like a head and shoulders pattern. So just to show you guys what a head and shoulders pattern is, let me pull this up for you guys real quick so I can give you guys a little example. So this is technically the head and shoulders pattern. You can see you have the shoulder, you have the head, you have the shoulder, and then we have the neckline. If we break below the neckline, then we're going to be seeing a decent sized retracement. So that's kind of what we're kind of seeing here. You can see this right here compared to this kind of looks very similar. So if I just copy this image, paste it right here, you can see how similar that looks right here for PRQ. So if you're not in PRQ yet, if this plays out, then there's a possibility of getting in getting a better entry chance for PRQ. So PRQ right now, the neckline, I'll draw a line for the neckline real quick. So the neckline is sitting right here at 15, what is that, 15.8? And this is the neckline right here. So if this is an actual head and shoulders pattern and it plays out, what we're going to be seeing is a retracement down to this neckline around 15.8. And then a confirmation of that would be breaking the neckline, back testing it as resistance. Resistance holds, then we'll be heading down lower. So right now, technically, this is a bearish signal on the 1 hour chart, which is the head and shoulders. But if we look at the 4 hour chart, let's see if that's still the case there on the 4 hour chart. So 4 hour chart, I really don't see this as a head and shoulders type pattern. You know, there's only 2 candles right here that can't be a shoulders. So on the longer time frame, I'm not too worried about that. You can see if we just go by highs and lows, this was the previous low here at 13.62, followed by this low at 16.2. Prior to getting into PRQ, I was looking at this bullish flag. And once we got to the peak of this bullish flag right here, that's where I got my entry on PRQ, was right here. I got in at around 13.6, and then we broke out of that bullish pennant right here and worked our way back up. But regardless of that, we did have a nice run due to the possibilities of being the back end for several AIs. And if we draw a fib on this from top to absolute bottom right here, you can see this actually retraced down to the 0.5. So it actually went below the 618 area. And if we do maintain over the 618, like this still has 2 hours and 58 minutes to grow. So yeah, we're below the 618 right now, but if we do overtake the 618, you can see that the next level up, the next leg up would be the case, because then we would be putting this in this bottom at 16 cents, and 16 cents would be the bottom, and then we'd be working for our next leg up, which would bring us up to the 1236. But similar to this, if this is the start of a bullish pennant, that's something we're gonna have to keep a close eye on as well. I know there's not a lot of data to go off of there yet, but we can kind of see something going on right here. But for PRQ, I'm just holding it. I got it at 13.6. I'm holding it till the top of the bull run, regardless of if it goes below 13 cents or not. I believe that it's going to be coming out very, very strong. If we go down to 10 cents, I'll be picking up some more. If we go down, yeah, I think if we go down to 10 cents, I'll be picking up some more, but I don't think we're going to be seeing 10 cents unless BTC absolutely shits the bed. So if we get some more AI hype coming in, we're going to be taking off. We're just seeing that slight retracement right here. So we are still bullish on PRQ. Waiting for Aptos to get back to 13. It'd be nice if Aptos was back at what, $3? Yeah, all-time low was a month ago at $3. If you bought a month ago, you'd be up 383. All-time high was 13 days ago. I know there's a lot of FUD and uncertainty about their token distribution. From what I heard, how they distributed their tokens was a lot different than how normal people do it, and people feel like they allocated those tokens to certain people so they could definitely do a cash grab. So that's something to definitely do your own research on. So Aptos right here, looking at the 4-hour chart, we're on the main support here at 15.3. If we break below that, we don't have any main support until we get down to $8. Let me toss this volume profile back on here as well, see how this volume's doing. Yeah, if we fall below 15, the next stop would be 12.9, and fall below $12, the next stop's 8.75. Indicators right now, you can see we are starting to roll over bearish. See, we are in this general downtrend on the WTX as well. RSI is pretty low. MACD actually just flipped bearish. You can see that brief red candle right there. So that's kind of looking like this support here might break. And like I've mentioned several times before, in the step up pattern, it normally goes 4 to 5 steps, really 6. And what you can see here is you can see 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, and now we're starting that downtrend right here. So it kind of does look like Aptos kind of topped out right here. You can also see this is kind of a double top as well for Aptos. If I'm just looking at it, you can see we topped out right here, starting that downtrend, and the neckline for that is right here. So we technically broke below the neckline as well on that double top, which is bearish. So there's a good chance we might be seeing $12 to $8 Aptos. Yeah, getting rejected off the 786. 618 sitting at 13, 13.5. 236 is sitting at that 875. So if I had to guess on Aptos, we're going to be heading down the 618 here around 1350, back testing the support flipped resistance. And then if that actually rejects us at that resistance level, I'm going to expect a quick drop down to $12. That would validate this move right here as well, since you can see we're on a downtrend. That would actually validate this move. So we topped. Yeah, so Aptos is looking like it wants to go down, guys. Brian Weatherly with Gala. So Gala's down 6.7 at 5.2. Man, we're just having a very difficult time overtaking that 6 cents for Gala, aren't we? Damn, we broke out of this uptrend too. That's bearish, guys. That's bearish for Gala. Man, I haven't looked at Gala in a hot minute. Yeah, 1 hour time frame, we're putting in lower highs, lower lows. We're pretty much reset on the indicators though. You can see the RSI is pretty low. We're at 25. WTX did roll off the screen area, and the MACD is looking like it wants to cross over bullish. So we could most likely be seeing a move back up to this resistance area around 5.3. But we are bearish. Let's see. I mean, I guess if you really, really wanted to try to make this a bullish argument, I mean, you'd really have to try, but because technically you have to have three touches. So if this was the case for Gala, this is what we'd be seeing. And then blast off. But like I said, we don't have 3 touches, so that is technically invalid. Okay, so let's dive in here. Let's dive in here on the 1 hour chart. So we actually went up to the 786 area right here. We got rejected. I think we're going to be overtaking the 786 area and heading up to the 618 for Gala at that 5.4. You can see that resistance area is at 5.3. So this general area right here is what we really need to keep a close eye on. Is this red box. So this is what I'm kind of expecting, is heading up here somewhere in this box and then get a rejection down to the 382 at around 5 cents. And I think 5 cents will be the lowest that we go for Gala. I know a lot of people FOMO'd into Gala and continue to FOMO into Gala. I remember when it was 1.8. I mean, I was talking in the Discord about me wanting to get into Gala at 1.5, but my dumbass got super greedy and put my buy order in at 1.5 because I thought 1.8 was too high, and then it just took off. So... but as of right now, this is kind of what I believe Gala is going to be looking like. I think we're going to be seeing some sort of downwards movement until 5 cents. And I think 5 cents will be the bottom. And then we can start attempting our next leg up from there. So we just needed this cool down phase after going to the moon. So, I mean, we absolutely took off from the beginning of the year. Let's see. So from the beginning of the year, January 1st to the all-time high, that's 200. We went up 294% in 1 month. So yeah, so obviously we need to do some sort of cool down. You can't just continue ripping 200% every month unless you're in a bull run. Yeah, I can't get over it looking for 38 cents. 38 cents brings us down to here. So if we draw a large fib on this, let's see if that actually hits one of these fibs. And that is around the 618. You could be onto something in that 38 cents. Or so this general area right here. If we're drawing large fibs, you can see that the 786 is sitting at that 46.50. Break below that, then this general area right here is what you're going to be looking for your buy-in then. So you're looking for a 618 buy-in. H bar Cardano. So since Brian is a channel member, he gets priority on comments. If you guys want priority, send like a super chat or something. So I'm going to be doing all his requests right here real quick. So H bar is only up 0.8% at 75 cents. I think we were talking about the triple top on H bar yesterday. Yeah, we were talking about that triple top. So that technically did not play out. So we're actually had another top here. We're having a hell of a time getting over the 7.8 cents for some reason. We've tested it multiple times. So H bar here on the 4 hour chart. If we look at the WTX starting to roll over. RSI tagged 82, and then we're starting to roll over, and the MACD is rolling over as well. So we're seeing some sort of downwards movement for H bar as well. So I'd be keeping a close eye on this bearish crossover here. If we had that bearish crossover, I'd be keeping a close eye on that drop down to around that 697 cents area. As of right now, if we just ignore the 3 tops and just go off of this pump right here on the 1st of February, you can see that we are technically in, I guess, some sort of uptrend, or you could actually say, some people could probably say, that we have started forming some sort of expanding wedge or channel for H bar. And if that's the case, what I'm going to be expecting is that drop that I just talked about, probably heading down that main price volume area, which you can see that is a convergence of this uptrend. So we have the main price volume area, we have the main support at around 6,970. And then once we tag that, we could probably work our way up. And that's where we'll probably have a really good chance at overtaking that, that 798 cents area, that main resistance. So right now for H bar, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this channel. If we do happen to break below this 6.8 area, then the next stop's gonna be the next main support around 6.1. Yeah, man, I don't think we're falling below 7 cents. We have a 382 main support, main price volume area, uptrend convergence. There's just so much support in this general circle. In the small circle right here, there's 4 supports. So I think that's gonna be very difficult to fall below that 697. I think that would possibly be a good entry for a long on H bar if we actually hit that 6.9, get in at 6.9, 6.8, possibly catch a wick and then ride it up. So I think this is the play. So Cardano ate us down 2 at 39. I haven't looked at Cardano in a long time. I wonder what I predicted last time. So Cardano, let's see. So ADA right now looks like last time I charted it, I was keeping a close eye on this channel, and it does look like we're starting to roll over, unfortunately. Okay, I'm done messing with the music situation. So let's keep a close eye on this kind of for Cardano. You can see we did get rejected here at around the 40 cents, bounced off the main price volume area at 37. We're at the halfway point right there. If we actually go from the top to bottom back here, we could probably get a general idea of what's going on for Cardano. The indicators aren't looking that bad, honestly. It looks like we had a bearish fake out here on the MACD. RSI set at neutral at around 53. You can see the WTX is pretty much at 0. So we're pretty much at the neutral state for all indicators right now. If we have a general, I guess that doesn't work out. So it does look like we bounced off the 0.5 fib area right here, working our way back up. So I'd be keeping a close eye on the 618 around 39, and then heading up to test this 40 cents area out for Cardano. Unfortunately, if we just take a longer zoom out at Cardano right here, it's kind of not a good sign that we're kind of rolling over, because then it's kind of putting in a top right here, and then possibility of creating a BART type pattern. So we're kind of looking like that. Hopefully that's not the case. We have to really maintain above this main price volume at 38 cents for Cardano to continue higher. I would hate for us to see it start rolling back over. So if I had to guess for Cardano, I would put, hey, super chat. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so if I had to guess for Cardano, I'd be seeing it break up to around that 40 cents area, and then we'd have to assess the situation at that time. I think this 40 cents area is going to be a very, very critical area for Cardano, because you can see once we got rejected off this, we almost put in a lower low. So we have not put in a lower low yet for Cardano, which is really What I'm trying to drive home here, you can see we are on this general uptrend still for Cardano as well. So if we do break over this 40 cents area, we'd be heading up to put in a higher high at around the 1236 at around 42. So this is kind of what I'm looking for right here for Cardano. If we do happen to break down below this and start that rolling over pattern, I'd be kind of concerned because I'd be looking for 34 to 30 cents Cardano again. I don't think that's going to be the case though. Even though we started this rolling over a little bit, we still are bullish putting in higher highs and higher lows. So I'd be expecting us to head back up here and overtake it and possibly put in a higher high at the 1236 at around 42 cents for Cardano. Super chat, Jasmine, let's do it. I haven't looked at Jasmine in a very, very long time. So Jasmine's down 0.5% at 007, 50 billion max, 4.7 billion in circulation. So that's something to be taken into consideration. They could put a lot more coins into circulation and dilute the market cap. I remember when there was only approximately, I think it was like 80 million coins in circulation, and that's where we got this all-time high price of 479. Sorry, I don't think we'll be seeing 479 for many, many years, if ever again. There was only a couple, I think there was only like 80 million coins in circulation, and then just one day they didn't even post anything in the community about unlocking more coins or anything like that. They dumped billions of coins, like I think it was like 3.5 billions of coins in circulation, and it just tanked because, you know, they diluted the market there, and everyone who was holding that 479 got wrecked because they're never going to see that again. Because I remember the hype around Jazzy when it first came out. Everyone's like, it was pumping like crazy. I mean, if we just look at the max right here, you can probably see it. You can see we had that initial run up right there. I remember that, and then right here on February of 2021, or in the in February, they put billions of coins in circulation. You can see it was a straight slant drop right there. It wasn't no volatility or anything like that. It was just straight down. And since then, we've pretty much been going sideways here. So that's just always what I caution people about for Jasmine. And that's why I'm kind of against Jasmine. I mean, there's nothing wrong against its use and everything like that. It's just the way that they put their coins in circulation really, really irks me. The good thing about this is the market cap super small, only 36 million. So a 10x from here would only be 360 million. So you could technically 10x this. If we had 360 million, which is nothing in crypto. You can have a 360 million market cap on a, you know, shit coins have much higher market caps than that. But let's get into the TA. I'm done ranting. I always rant on Jasmine for some reason. Yeah, this is a nice V-shaped bottom right here. Similar to a lot of coins that we looked at, I think last week, we had that nice first initial run up, that sideways consolidation in the next leg up here. If we just look at the 4-hour chart, actually, let's go to the 1-hour chart, then we'll jump to the 4-hour chart. 1-hour chart and Jazz was actually not looking too bad. We did get that sell signal earlier. Today is the 8th, right? Yeah, earlier today, had that pullback. The WTX retraced to a decent level. RSI is retraced to a decent level. MACD is blowing up. It is about ready to flip bullish. You can see we're about ready to have that bullish convergence right here and crossing over to the bullish side. So, and the good thing about the crossing over bullish side is when you are on this side, you see how all the lines are on this side. That is the bullish side. This is the bearish side. So even though you have bearish movement, you can still be bullish since the charts are on the bullish side. So that's just something to take into consideration. When you are on this side of the MACD, that's not a good sign at all. You really, really never want to be on that side unless you're a bear. So let's draw a large fib on this and see what's going on with Jasmine. So looks like yesterday we bounced off the 618, worked our way up to 0084, pretty much wicked back down to the 618, and we're currently testing the 786 area out. So this area for Jasmine right here is kind of a double resistance area. You can see we do have a support now that we're above it, but 7.5 is a resistance area, and the 786 at 767 is a resistance area. So you kind of have double resistance to overtake here. Just look at the indicators though. You definitely have the juice behind you to overtake that. And it's looking like you guys are going to be overtaking that. So I don't think Jasmine's technically done running yet. You can see we have been putting in higher highs. And if we do put in a higher high, the next stop's going to be the 1236 here at around 92. And I know people are going to start getting really hyped about possibly going back to a penny. on Jasmine because we fell below a penny quite a while ago. So once you start getting closer to a penny, I think that's where Jasmine hype's gonna get where Jasmine hype's gonna come in, and all the Jasmine holders are gonna be screaming penny, 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 and you'll get a little bit of FOMO going in on that, and you will be seeing a penny. So I think Jasmine might be heading to a penny here pretty soon. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, similar situation. We did get the 2 sell signals on the WTX. We still are within the red, but like I said, when you are having some catalyst behind you and some FOMO, you can maintain in this overbought area for quite a while. And that is the case here. Hang on, let me unplug that real quick. So what I'm kind of seeing here is the 786. We overtake the 786. I think we're gonna be working our way up to that 1236 area. Up here to around that 9.2 cents. Indicators, yeah, they're pretty high. We are bearish on the MACD, but look at the MACD. It's not really ripping super bearish. Last time we were bearish right here, we instantly crossed back over bullish. And if we have a similar situation, that would initiate that next leg up for Jasmine. So I'm going to be bullish on Jasmine. I think Jasmine's going to be working its way up to around that 8.4. If you see us get over 8.4, that is a confirmation that we are heading up to around that 9.2. So the resistance area is this 8.4. We did bounce off the golden pocket at the 618. So I don't see why we won't be going up to around that to the 1236 area. Day charts looking very similar. Day charts extremely high in the WTX, and we still haven't had a sell signal yet. RSI hasn't entered overbought. MACD starting to roll over bearish, so I think we might be seeing another leg up, similar to the 1, 2, and 4. You can see the main resistance area here is at 1 penny. And like I said, once we start getting to this 1, 2, 3, 6 area right here, that 1 penny area is going to cause a lot of FOMO. It's going to be act as a very, very heavy resistance, most likely. You can see the price volatility we had prior to falling below it. I would expect a very similar situation once we approach that penny area, some very heavy volatility in this general area like that. So right now, I think what we're seeing is the 236 at around 9.3, back testing this, and then working our way up to a penny. So I think we're going to be bullish here on Jasmine. Thanks, CC. Sorry, I meant CPC. CPC, what's CPC? Let's take a look. Oh, there's several CPCs. Oh, CP chain. Okay. I guess I have to read the whole message. So CP chain's down 30.3%, 005, pretty much 1 billion total supply, 406 million in circulate. Wow, that market cap is ridiculously small. I think that's smaller than my hot. Nah, I don't think that's smaller than my Haka, but it's pretty close. So extremely small market cap. So definite moonshot gamble. All-time high was 57 cents 5 years ago. So we did not hit an all-time high in the previous, is that 2 bull cycles now? 5 years? 2 bull cycles. So that is kind of a first red flag for me. It looks like the reason we didn't hit it because we had the initial IPO and then everyone sold off. So that's another reason why you want to look at the long-term charts, the max charts. Because if you see it like this and it's a straight crash from the beginning, that's usually because once people got their coins, they sold it immediately. All the coins got into circulation, and then it found its stable price down here. So regardless of that, it's currently available on KuCoin and Bibbox. Never heard of Bibbox. Oh my gosh, where do we find a chart on this? We have KuCoin Ethereum, KuCoin Bitcoin. I guess we'll have to do the Bitcoin chart. We don't have any USD. Wow, this thing definitely pumps. It pumps and then it drops hard. So right now on the day chart, we're not going to look at the day chart. We're going to look at the 1 hour chart. So 1 hour chart, we're rolling over. Looks like we have this support right here. So if I just chalk up a support area for us real quick. We're bouncing off that support. That most likely is a fib area, so I probably didn't have to draw. Yeah, that's at the 0.5. So yeah, we pretty much bounced off this main support area, working our way back up, getting rejected at the 618 at 2611. Indicators aren't looking bad. The WTX is definitely reset. We had that decent sized retracement on the RSI. RSI is at 29, which is extremely low. The MACD, you can see right here, starting to roll over bullish. So if we did get this bounce off the support at the main support, or this support at zero 0.5, then I'm going to be seeing a decent sized movement to the upside here. But if we do break below this 0.5, you can kind of see it has this bounding rollover effect, and that would most likely bring us down to the 236 area at around 1665, and then there would be the bottom. You can see there really is no price volume in this general area. I don't know what it looked like on USD compare, or a USD conversion. I just can't find that chart. So you can see that all the main volume, price volume, is all the way down here at 1264 BTC. So that's really concerning for me, because you're kind of on a glass leg right now, I guess you could say. One heavy sell on this coin, and this really small glass leg shatters, and you can see a quick drop down to this general area. So this is a very risky coin, in my personal opinion. Don't take this the wrong way. It's probably one that I wouldn't invest in, but it's definitely a moonshot gamble coin with a small market cap. But as of right now, we did see a decent sized bounce off this 0.5 on the 1 hour. 4 hour chart, we actually just rolled over bearish. RSI is high on the 4 hour chart. I've never seen the the WTX hit 100. This thing went over the red. This thing went up to 113. That is nuts. I've never seen one go up that high before. This is the first time on the WTX I've ever seen it over 100. Wow, it's done it multiple times. Crazy. Okay, so we had that retracement right here. You can see that 0.5 is the main support at the 4 hour chart. The main price volume area is down here at the 171, and you do have a double support at the 382. Just judging by the 4 hour chart, I think that 1 hour chart that I gave you is going to be off the table, because the 4 hour chart is just extremely high. We had this really nice run up here. That 4 hour chart's extremely high. I think we're going to be retracing back down to the 50% area, which is the 382 area of this pump. So normally, if you've been probably on my channel for a while, I talk about when you see an initial large pump, you normally retrace back down to the halfway area of that pump, consolidate, and then work your way back up. That would actually bring us down to this double support area where the volume starts picking back up at around 1964 Satoshis. I don't know what that is in USD. Unless, am I able to switch it here? Oh boy, I am. No, what is that? 0.005 cents. You know, I've been charting for a long time, and I think that's the first time I ever did that. That is insane. So that gives us a little bit more information now that we're on USD. Holding up the 618 area, similar situation. I think we're heading down to this 382 area at around 0.042 cents. That would be bullish. That still would be bullish. I mean, we'd only be bearish if we fell below here at 0.033. So let me just go through the chats real quick. So I did quant already. I have not done arc block. So arc block, actually about arc block. So since they got hacked and everything like that, the coin went down the shitter. They're creating a new coin, and they're airdropping it to the holders. And this is kind of a play that I'm looking for on arc block. Hang on, let me see. No, that's not arc block. Whoops. What am I talking about? ALBT? Alliance block. That's the one. Okay, so we're going to talk about Alliance block, and then we'll get into arc block. So Alliance block, you know, they got hacked. The coin pretty much is going down to zero. They're not using it anymore. They're creating a new coin, airdropping it to all their holders that they had. You know, they took a snapshot of. And what I'm expecting is a lot of people were bullish on this coin until this hack happened. And a lot of people once they get the new coins airdropped, I feel like there's gonna be a majority of people, or a certain chunk of people, that are just gonna sell it. They're gonna be done dealing with arc block or Alliance block due to that hack, right? And I think what happens when the initial coin comes out, those people are gonna offload their coins pretty much right away, which is gonna nuke the price. And I'm gonna try keeping a close eye and figure out when they're gonna be airdropping it, because I want to see what happens to the price. If we see a really heavy drop right when they get airdropped and they're on exchanges, I'm going to buy that dip. I'm going to buy that dip, because once that dip is over, it's going to rebound, it's going to retrace. And just like all these other coins, Solana retraced, Solana went down in the shitter and retraced back up to $24. I think that's what's going to happen for this new ALBT token, whatever it's called, ALBT 2.0, whatever. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on that. And that's kind of a game plan that I have set up. I don't know if I've mentioned on the Discord or not, but that's kind of what I'm keeping a close eye on. I think that's going to be one of my plays here. If that coin drops, if the airdrop causes a huge cascade of selling due to people wanting to get out of the alliance block, since they can't sell now at a decent price because it's at 0.06, I'm going to try to catch the bottom of that dip and then hold on to it. Because I think just like when I bought $8 and $13 Solana, we will see a decent sized recovery. So that was my little rant about alliance block. So we can get into we can get into ARC block now. So ARC block ABT's down 3.2 at 15 cents. Like this setup. So we only have a $14 million market cap. We only have 98 million coins in circulation, and the total supply is only 186 million. So that's fantastic. I mean, they can't unload more coins, or a lot more coins in the circulation, and the market cap of 10x from here is only 140 million, which is super easy to do in the crypto space. All-time high is $1.65 5 years ago, so that's kind of concerning. Similar to the other coin that we charted, it looks like the initial coin came out, had that pump, had the dump, pretty much been consolidating since. So that 5 years, even though it's a red flag, we kind of, if it's at the beginning like this, I kind of give it a buy. All-time low was 3 years ago. It's available on OKX, BitGet, and the following exchanges down here. It's available on Coinbase, probably available on Mexi and all the other exchanges as well. Well, obviously that prediction was wrong, so I'll chalk that up as a loss. So this is actually looking pretty good, guys. This is looking like a bullish pennant to me. Definitely, we're nearing the peak of it. So normally the bullish pennant I've mentioned is the length of the first wave up. So if we actually just get the length of this first wave from here to here, say we break off from this point, that would bring ARC block up to around 20 cents. So 20 cents ARC block could be the play here, guys. You can see we are crossing over bearish on the MACD, but we are consolidating within this pennant right here. So we're going to pretty much just be moving sideways. Like if we just look at this MACD right here, we're not really doing much. We're going bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. We're not having these long lengthening waves right here, which is showing. And when that happens, it's showing consolidation. We're narrowing down. And usually when we're narrowing down, the RSI is pretty much around the 50 area. We're at 57. The WTX is pretty neutral at 0. We're currently at 12. So we're getting there, guys. And from what I'm seeing here is we could be seeing that breakout and then working our way up to 20 cents. And that's without me drawing any fibs on this yet. It looks very similar to how PRQ looked before I had that bullish pennant breakout. So if I just remove that real quick, that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Let's see if we have a fib that backs that up. The fib shows 22 cents on a breakout. So this is kind of what we have to keep a close eye on. So even though I showed a bullish pennant there, you can see we're constantly getting rejected at this 382. So we got rejected at this 382 main resistance area 1, 2, 3 times. Normally that's called the 3 top, and then you shit the bed down to this 14 cents. So regardless that we're in a bullish pennant, I'm going to have to give you guys a bearish scenario just in case. So the bearish scenario is the 3 top. So the 3 top, you have your first wave, you have your 1, you have your 2, you have your 3. So you tested these areas 3 times and you're starting to retrace. And then right down here, you have your neckline, and that is sitting at the 382 main support area down here. So you have your neckline. So what you see on a 3 top is a retracement down to that neckline at around 14.25. And if you break below that neckline, then it's bad news bears. If you break below the neckline on a 3 top, you see a very, very quick retracement. That's kind of what I was looking for on H bar, was that 3 top and breaking of the neckline. That's why I was short. I shorted it on the 2 top, made about 30-40% profit, and then tried shorting on the 3 and got stopped out there. But regardless, this could be a 3 top, but we are within a bullish pennant, so take both of those into consideration. if we break over the 618 at 16.25, then we officially broke out of that bullish pennant. If I draw the bullish pennant again, we would break out of that bullish pennant. But if we get rejected at the 618 and continue down and break this, I guess you can say if we break below 14.75, then the 3 top is the confirmed move instead of the bullish pennant. Because one, we're touching here, we're touching here, we're touching here. We can't break out of this pennant, otherwise this pennant's invalid. So if we fall below, what is this, 14.96? Yeah, we can't fall below 15 cents pretty much. We fall below 15 cents, and 3 top's going to be the play, that 1, 2, 3, and then retracing down to this neckline at 14 cents, then keeping a close eye on that. So right now, I'm going to say we're bullish because we're within that bullish pennant. But as soon as we, dip our toes out below this, then this 3 top's going to overtake the bullish pennant, and we're going to be working our way down to the 382 at 14. And then if you break below the neckline of the bullish pennant, or if you break below the neckline of the 3 top, then the next stop would be down here at around 13 cents. So we don't want that to happen. But I've seen this bullish pennant play out several times. It's more likely to play out bullish than bearish. That's why it's called a bullish pennant. So all bullish pennants pretty much have 3 tops in it. But that's always something to take into consideration. I think I just read that in a book, a charting book the other day. All bullish pennants have some sort of 3 top in it, but the bullishness of the bullish pennant outweighs the 3 top. But always be mindful of that 3 top within the bearish pennant or something like that, or bullish pennant or something like that. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for arc block. Okay, so where are we at? So we are at, just going through the requests. Lithium's down 7.8 at 89.40. Lithium's at $89. Dang. Yeah, so we're down 7.8, 89.40, 10 million max, only 2 million in circulation and 194 million market cap. So that's why we're at 89. There's hardly any coins in circulation. All-time high of $1,911, the top of the bull run. That is nuts. Damn. We're down 95.3% from that all-time high on November 30th of 2021. That is crazy. So Illuvium right now is doing a very similar thing as, oh no, we actually broke out of that and back tested and fell back in. I was gonna say we were in a bullish pennant here, but we're not. I kid. So we did break out of this bullish pennant, back tested it, fell back in it. So I guess you could say technically we're still within this bullish pennant. And if we did see a breakout, that would be the length of this first wave within the pennant. And that would bring us up to approximately $112, $113. Indicators right now aren't looking bad either. If we look at the similar to ABT, whatever, arc block, we're pretty much reset at the WTX. We're pretty much neutral on the WTX, pretty much neutral on the RSI at 54, and the MACD's pretty much been hovering sideways. So we are starting to get squeezed within this pennant since we are within it. And if I go from top to bottom here, we're currently below the 618. So we got to keep a close eye on that 618. You can see previously we went up to the 786, fell back down to the 618, fell back into this pennant. But eventually we're going to be breaking out. And if we do see a breakout, we'll most likely be heading up to the 786 and then working our way up to around that $112 area, which is in this box right here. So that's kind of what I'd be looking for Illuvium right now, is a possible breakout to the upside, and then getting stopped out somewhere within this box area. and then we'd assess the situation at that time. So this is looking pretty bullish in my opinion. Let's look at the 1 hour, see how the 1 hour looks. 1 hour is looking really good. So the 1 hour is about ready to flip bullish on the MACD. RSI is pretty much reset. WTX is also pretty low. We're at -30. So we definitely have juice behind us to work to blast out of here. So I think Illuvium is going to be working towards its next leg up here pretty soon. It's going to be bullish in my personal opinion. Yo, Zgoth, what up, man? So I actually did quant first. So I did quant first. I'm expecting, I think if I remember correctly, $120. So yeah, we'll look at DAG. Wow, DAG made a nice run today. So Constellation DAG's up 30.2 at 6.4, 3.5 billion circulation, 2.6 billion circulation, 3.5 total, 161 million market cap. All-time high was top of the bull run at 45 cents. We're only down 85.8% from that. All-time low was 001. Gate.io, LCX exchange are the leading exchanges. It's also available on KuCoin. I believe it's also available on MEXC. So what is DAG? Could be trading about. Oh, it doesn't really say what it is in here. Yo, that was a nice run up. 1 hour chart, we actually just got a sell signal, so I'd be cautious. This candle that we're currently on right now, this one right here is the sell signal. So previously when we got the sell signal, we dropped approximately 10%. So last sell signal, we dropped 10%. So if we dropped another 10% from this sell signal, that would bring us down to approximately 5.7 cents. So I would be listening to this WTX right here showing sell. We are massively overbought on the RSI. The RSI is red saying, hey, it might be a good time to take profit. MACD is about ready to cross over bearish. You can see we had this little bearish fake out right here, but we are starting to converge towards each other. So with all that, I would be expecting a decent sized movement down for DAG. I think we're gonna go by this wick and draw from here to here. You can see we saw that decent sized bounce off the 382. That could be the case again. I'd be keeping a close eye on the 618, which is currently holding us up right here. And if we fell below that, the next step would be the main support at 5.9, and then inevitably that bounce off that 5.7. Then we'd work our way back up. But right now we're still massively overbought on Constellation. I personally would not be getting in. I wouldn't be getting in on this coin right now. I think there's going to be some better opportunities to pick some up later down the road. So 4 hour chart. So 4 hour chart. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Buy a few HBAR tokens, stake it in hash pack. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. So Constellation on the 4 hour chart, similar situation. We're starting to roll over bearish. So we already are rolling over bearish on the 1 hour chart. 4 hour chart's lagged out behind it. So that's just indicating that we are going to be working our way down. So for DAG, I'm going to be keeping an eye on this general area right here. This is going to be where we're going to be seeing a bounce at. So I'd be keeping an eye on the first stop would be around 6 cents. And then inevitably the bottom of that box is at 5.7. So we could bounce anywhere within that box. And then we'd assess the situation. And if this is the start of a downtrend, that would probably bring us to bounce off this box and then head up to the 0.5 at around 6 cents. And that 6 cents would be our resistance level for DAG. DAG is some other AI project that is apparently partnered with the DOD. Oh, wow. That's why it's running. That's the thing about all these AI coins. You see like AI starting to get popular, then all of a sudden all these AI coins are coming out. You know, there's projects that had zero utility or they flopped and all they did was switch to, oh, we're doing AI now, and they started ripping. So if you guys are investing in AI, this is not financial advice, but I would be looking into AI projects that were doing it before it was popular, because they're the ones that actually are most likely working on AI projects other than the ones that had just flipped to AI. I know you can make some quick bucks on those pump and dumps, but for longer term holds, look into the ones that have been around longer. Um, I mean, I know that sounds like common sense, but trust me, not a lot of people, not a lot of people do that. They just jump in any coin that says AI. How's VXV looking? So we did VXV a little earlier in the stream. I think I called the retracement on it. Let's see if I can pull up the chart real quick. Oh no, I called the bounce. So VXV, let me adjust these fibs so they're accurate. So we're touching the top there. We're touching the bottom here. Bottom here, bouncing off the 618. Yeah, so I had us bouncing off the 618 and working our way up to the 1236 right here. And that was due to the WTX being so extremely low. We got this buy signal on the RSI, and the MACD was about ready to flip bullish, but you can see we actually had a bullish fake out right here, and we're starting to rip bearish. So I might change my TA here, guys. So judging on VXV, we actually are below the 618 area right now. Like I mentioned, this looks very similar to a head and shoulders type pattern. Head and shoulders pattern is a very bearish pattern. If I still have it pulled up real quick, let me see. I can actually paste it on here, I think. Paste. So this is technically a head and shoulders pattern right here. So you have the shoulder, you have the head, you have the shoulder. You can see here we have the shoulder, the head, the shoulder. And then our neckline is pretty much sitting at this main support area at around 84 cents. So if we fall below 84 cents, I'm going to expect a very quick drop. It normally drops down to the initial start of the pump up, which would be around this general area here at around 68 cents. Hopefully it doesn't bring us all the way down to here, but I highly, highly doubt that since it's an AI coin. The AI hype's too bullish right now. But for the short term, we're pretty much at that neckline right now. If we start breaking below this main support at 83 cents, I would expect a drop down to probably 70 cents at the 382, something like this. And then we'd assess the situation at a later time. You know what? If we drop down to 60 cents or 70 cents, I might actually get in the VXV. I know I've been trying to get in VXV for a while. But I think that ship has sailed getting at the price that I wanted. I do have some extra dry powder on the side. So this is just me talking to myself. So either I'd wait to this main price volume area at 54 and hopefully it hits, or I would miss my ship. And I've always put my buy orders in a lot lower than what the TA expects just to try to catch the wicks. So I think a 382 buy on VXV at 70 cents wouldn't be bad. You can see we have put in lower highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows. So I'm going to actually put a star here. So if I come back to VXV, this is what I called 70 cents VXV. So layer 0 for decentralized Web 3. That's an artwork, seems similar pattern. Okay, I'm just going through the chats real quick. I'm sorry if I missed all your guys' TA requests. Just I still got some time if you guys want to post some more requests. I got about probably 10, 15 more minutes. RNDR. So renders, wow, renders down 16.5% at 177. 299 circulation, 530 million market cap. 878 last bull run, we're down 79% from that. Available on Coinbase and KuCoin, and the following exchanges down here. Oh, looks like last time I charted it, this is kind of what I was expecting right here. But that was not the case. It's more looking like this. I was a little too early. You can see we retrace back down to the main price volume area on render on the 1 hour chart, which is at that 170. Indicators are looking juiced up though, guys, for this coin. I mean, we actually just got a buy signal on the WTX. We got a buy signal on the RSI V swap, and the MACD is about ready to flip bullish. So I don't know if this is a saying or not, but I call that the three wise men when all three indicators are showing a bullish move coming up. So with that being said, render's kind of looking bullish. If I remove all these indicators, you got all that bounce off here. We have a resistance at 180, resistance at 195, resistance at 217. If we go from here, I believe we have to go to here in order to make it work. Yeah, here to here. The main price volume is sitting at the golden pocket of the 618. Uh-oh, said my OBS connected or disconnected. Well, hopefully I'm still live. If not, I'll just be talking to myself. So we did bounce off the 618 right here. We're currently working our way back up. The main thing that I'd be focusing on for render is this double resistance at the 786 sitting at $1.92. If we head up there, we'll most likely get some sort of consolidation before we head higher for render, because you can see prior to that, we did kind of test this general area out. So I'm going to be bullish on render. And I think what we're going to be seeing is one rejection off the 786, then we could be seeing a decent size move up to the 1236 at around $2.50. I know that sounds super moon boyish, but right now everything's starting to rip, and I think this is going to be the play. As long as we get over this resistance at $2.60, the next move will be a very quick move up to around 250. You can see if we just look at this main price volume, there really isn't a whole lot there once we get above this resistance at $1.80. So I'm thinking that render might be trying to make another high, even though we officially put in a lower low right here. Indicators are looking juiced up. That's on the 1 hour chart. Let's see how the indicators look in the 4. Okay, 4 hour chart, similar situation. It does look like the 618 is going to be the bounce area for render. Yes, we did bounce off of that. On the 4 hour chart, we technically did put in a lower low. So I'd be keeping an eye on the 786 for the next stop at around 193. We overtake that. We're probably heading up to around 220 to try to overtake that resistance. So regardless, I think RNDR is going to be moving up, and it is going to be bullish. First main movement is going to be around 7-8% to the 786. We get over that 786, we're heading up probably to the one at around $2.18 area right here. That's 24% on RNDR. Okay, and I don't know if I want to do this, but I'm going to do it. This is my Moonshot Gamble coin. I've talked about it in my channel before. I really haven't been posting any videos on it. This is Tribe One Haka. It's the smallest market cap coin on KuCoin. It's only $820,000 market cap, and there's only 30 million coins in circulation. Could easily rip. It went up to 50 cents, 52 cents last bull run. Easily, I remember that. It went up to 52 cents. All-time low was 0.006 3 months ago. This is a decentralized AI NFT marketplace. So this is an AI coin, and I just don't think a lot of people know about this coin yet. But it's an AI coin for a decentralized marketplace. Only has $820,000 market cap, which is ridiculously low. So it's definitely a high risk coin, but high risk, high reward. I have about 200,000 coins of this thing. So if it goes up, if it rips, it rips. I mean, I could easily see it going to $1 next bull run. And 200,000 coins right now is only 2.6K. That's not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. So 2.6K for that's 100,000 coins. But regardless, 100,000 coins, every penny it goes up is $1,000 if you think about it that way. And with a small market cap like this, going up by pennies should be pretty easy in the bull run. But this is a very, very high risk coin. But I just wanted to show you guys that. And if you just look at the chart real quick, I only put fund money into it. I don't put my personal funds in it because it could easily go to zero. So definitely do your own research on it. So as of right now, we're testing the 786 area on Haka. We're about ready to flip bullish on the MACD. We are pretty high on the RSI. and the WTX. That's the 4-hour, 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart's looking good. So 1-hour chart's looking like we're going to be heading up higher. So 786 right here at 265 is our resistance area. I think we're overtaking that and heading back up to test this resistance area at 3.8 for Haka. So that's another 1% or 1 cent move. So if you have 100,000 coins, 1 cent, every 1 cent it goes up is $1,000. If you think about it that way. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for Haka there. This thing really moves sporadically. I've done a lot of TA on this, and it really doesn't follow any sort of particular movement or TA because it's just so small. There's really, I mean, you put in $1,000 and it'll move the market. That's the crazy part about it. I mean, if we all went in there and put $1,000 or $100, it would move this dramatically. Let's not do that. We're not going to manipulate any sort of markets here. But this is definitely a high risk, high reward coin. It is in the AI sector. I believe it says down here. Yeah, you guys can do your own research on it. Actually, let's actually just go to their website. Oh, almost got exposed. Yeah, NFT borrowing and lending. Soon to be launch platform where players borrow, play Axes. Yeah, so definitely do your own research on this. I'm gonna get out of here before MetaMask exposes me on the live stream. DAG is for huge amounts of data. Oh, so your DAG is like my PRQ. My PRQ could definitely tie in with AI and RIP. And the thing about this is 177 million circulation, 29 million market cap. So super low. And I think DAG was lower than that though. 29,177. DAG is DAG's market cap's way higher, and it has 2.6 billion coins. So Chill CHZ is down 5.7 at 15.6 cents. Oh, that's Bitcoin. I don't want that. Oh, hang on. No. No. Wow, this thing took off. Broke above the golden ratio at the 1618. We're going to clear this up and we're going to start fresh. So we're on the 1-hour chart. We're about ready to go bullish, about ready to flip bullish on the MACD. We're reset on all our indicators. So kind of looks like the next leg up for this is coming. If we draw a fib from here to here, we're most likely sitting at some sort of fib. Bounced off the 382, worked our way up to the 0.5, got kind of stopped out at the 0.5. So currently, so what I'd kind of be keeping a close eye out for here is one more quick test of this 382 at around 15.2. And if we see a bounce from there, that'll be the goal point there. And we would be working our way back up to the 618, then 786, and then the 1236 right here. I know this is what is this? Chills. Yeah, so there is a good opportunity to make some possible gains here if this 382 holds. You can see the main price volume sitting down here at 13.9 now, so that's something to take into consideration. The main price volume kind of acts as a magnet, kind of gradually pulls you down there, but when we're above certain fib levels, that acts more as a support that holds you above that main price volume area. So 4-hour chart, however, is about ready to flip bearish. So that's something to take into consideration as well. So short term is looking bullish. Mid-term is about ready to be bearish. You can see the RSI is high. WTX is high. MACD is, you can pretty much see, about ready to flip bearish. The main support's down here at around 14.7. So bottom the top right there, that 14.7 is at the 236 area. So if I was buying this coin, which I don't own any of this coin, and this is not financial advice, if I was picking up any of this coin, I would just put a buying order here at the 236 at around 14.7. And then if it hit, it hit. If not, so be it. Because you can see in the grand scheme of things, we are putting in higher highs and higher lows. So that would still maintain his bullishness. As long as we don't fall below 13.7, this move is still bullish. I know you hate your coins retracing, but they have to retrace. They can't go up forever. You need to retrace. If you go up forever, you're going to burn out and have a complete free fall. So a retracement down here still would be bullish for this coin because we would be putting in a higher low. So something like this could definitely be the play on chills. I'd be expecting something like that. And working our way up to the 1, 2, 3, 6 at 19. So you can see we had a nice V-shaped bottom right here. And similar to when we were in this price area in the past, you can see we had some consolidation on the way back down. You can see it's just a little bit more lengthening here. And then prior to that, once we were above it right here where we're currently at in the price, so we're currently at what? We're at 15.5 up to the 786 at 19. That's this general area on the way down. So you can see we did have some price volatility in this general area as well. So we're kind of repeating what we did on the way back down, but on the way back up. So I think we're going to be seeing a pullback down here and then working our way back up and possibly getting to 19 cents, which would bring us right next to this previous consolidation area right here on this V-shaped bottom. So I think we're going to be working our way up gradually. And the next 1618 sitting up here at 21 cents. If we overtake that 18.5, this complete V-shaped bottom will play out, and then we can start getting back on track and start ripping higher. But for CHZ right now, this is kind of what I'm seeing. I bought 300 bucks of SHIBR on its ITO, and it's up 2,100 bucks now. It doesn't come up in coin market cap. Can't see a chart. SHIBR. Huh. Yeah, no idea what it is. Internet has been wacky lately. My internet or your internet? No, it doesn't have it. Oh, no, it doesn't have a chart. Oh, I was gonna say I thought mine was having some problems earlier because it said I disconnected then reconnected, but when I'm looking at my OBS, I'm sitting here in the green still, so I don't see how that would have happened. But who knows? I have shit internet. I live out in BFE in the middle of nowhere. I have point-to-point internet because I don't have high-speed internet, which is kind of stupid. But I enjoy the peace and quiet. I'm able to do what I want with that internet. You know, I'm just glad I'm able to live stream. Sometimes I have issues with it, as you guys have known who've been around for a while. But it works most of the time. Okay, so with that, I have time to chart one more coin, and we're going to go off of ZGOS of CLV or KLV. And then trading crypto's got to go to sleep. Go to sleep and dream about the bull market. CLV down 5.2005, small market cap of 45 million. A lot of coins, 8.9 billion. I try to stay away from high circulating supply coins, but you can still make a lot of money off of them. It's just my personal preference. All-time low or all-time high is 16 cents. Top of the last bull run, we're down 96.9% from that all-time high. All-time low is 002 about a month ago. So if you would have bought this coin a month ago, you'd be up 135% on your investment. It's available on Huobi, Clever Exchange. Oh, it has its own exchange. Clever Exchange. Never heard of it. And the following exchange is down here. Whoa, what kind of chart is this? There we go. Wow, this thing took off. This thing absolutely ripped. Yeah, we're in no man's land right now. Everything's about ready to flip bearish. You can see next stop's the 1618 at 0047. If you're able to short this coin, yeah, I would short the shit out of this coin right now. This thing's about ready to shit the bed. Oh yeah, this thing's about ready to tank. I'd be expecting to drop down to around 4 cents, or not 4 cents, 0.004. So we do have the 618 main price volume in here at 0044, but I think we're going to be seeing 004 before we see some sort of retracement back up. After a large run like this, we are definitely exhausted. We're exhausted on the day chart. You can see we're exhausted on the 4-hour chart, as well as you can see we're about ready to flip bearish on all those. And I think the 1-hour chart's actually already playing out. So the 1-hour chart's already starting that retracement. So the 1-hour chart is kind of an indicator of what's going to happen on the 2, 3, and 4. So the 2-hour chart, you can see we're starting to descend on the 2-hour chart. 3-hour chart, we are still overbought. So we're currently on the 3-hour chart now, and this pretty much progresses all the way to the day chart. So the 1-hour chart already started, the 2-hour chart started, the 3-hour chart is just now starting. As you can see on these indicators, are starting to work their way back down. We're still overbought on the WTX and RSI, and the MACD just flipped bearish. So I'm not sure if you're able to short this coin, and this is not financial advice, but I think it's a good shorting opportunity, especially if we start dipping below this 4.995 cents. You can see this pretty much glass leg right here of price volume. There's no price volume right here, similar to the way that we went back up with this very large green candle. If we drop below 0049, I'm expecting a very quick drop down to 0042 down here. And you can see this is where the price volume starts picking back up. So we'll find some sort of support there most likely. But for the short term right now, this thing's about ready to shit the bed. Approximately 16%. So I'm going to be looking up to see if I can short this thing. That's pretty much what I'm getting at here. So KLV, is this available on MEXC? We can find out right now. Oh, it's not. Well, with that, practically. So with that, guys, I'm going to be ending the live stream. It's pretty late for me. I appreciate everyone coming out tonight, sticking with me at the beginning. It took a little while to get comfortable and get the ball rolling again. I had to adjust a lot of my indicators and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys support me in this bear market, and everyone who gave me a super chat, and everyone who just came out to support me. As the channel continues to grow, I'm going to provide more value. I'll probably be doing some more NFT giveaways. If you were around during the deep bear market, I used to do NFT giveaways and swag giveaways on my live stream, and I'm going to get back to that now that we're starting to get some more momentum and everything like that. So I'm going to be doing some more NFT giveaways of the Charting Crypto Moon Juice NFTs, and I'm going to be doing some more swag giveaways of actual shirts and attire of Charting Crypto. So we're gonna get back in the swing of that. So if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you smash that like button on my video. It helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, make sure you join my Discord channel. The link is below in the description. I'm on there daily. Great group of people, share a lot of really good information and bouncing ideas off each other about different coins and how the market might possibly move. And I also am starting to be more active on my Twitter, which is down below in the description as well. If you want to know where we are in BTC and you came into this live stream early or late, go towards the beginning of the video. I spent like the first 10 minutes plus going over BTC and my mindset and how I'm playing BTC. So with that, guys, I appreciate everyone coming out tonight. I'll stick around in the chats for a little bit, but I'm going to turn off the screen. I'll catch you guys next time on Charting Crypto live stream.